A heated debate in Montgomery as the House and Senate approve some changes to the controversial Alabama Accountability Act. That bill was signed into law back in February. It gives tax credits to parents who transfer their child from a failing school to a private or parochial school. Fox 10 News reporter Paige Malone was there for the fiery debate. She is live at the State House right now. Paige, quite the fireworks up there today.
You can definitely say that, Bob. The Accountability Act has always been a sore spot for Democrats, not just what it is, but the way it was passed. And today, Senate Minority Leader Vivian Davis Figures made it clear that she does not like the act and wants her party's voice heard.
You all have violated the rules before, so I'll just go out of the session violating rules because I'm going to say what I need to say because you are affecting the children of this state of Alabama.
Madam President.
And you can mess with me all you want to, but when you start picking on the children of the state, it's another matter.
Madam President.
So, Madam President, you're going to call security and ask them to take me off the floor?
Senator Morris, you have recognized.
I will go to jail over this one. This is ridiculous,
What I
Madam
want to
President.
explain is this. We tried to explain last time, and the same thing happened. I can't explain because you're screaming at the microphone.
That's fine. That's fine.
But this issue has been discussed for the last 2 months. What this represents today are 2 months of working with the people in this body and everyone else. This is about helping parents and children in the state of Alabama. That's exactly what this is about. And it's about those failing systems finally having a chance. And I'm more than willing to take questions, but when it's nothing but people screaming at a microphone, you get nothing done. But if the lady has a question, I'll be glad to. But the senator, I believe, may have a question, and I'll be glad to take it.
Now, joining me now live is Senator Figures. So tell me, what sparked that exchange?
Well, first of all, I take my job as senator very seriously. When I come here to Montgomery, I want to represent the people who sent me here. And when the accountability bill, as it is called, came before us, before it became before us, I asked President Pro Tem Marsh, who was sponsoring the bill, to please not put in a cloture petition to cut off debate because we had some legitimate questions and I actually had a substitute for the bill. This is the bill that passed several weeks ago that went into a conference committee as a 7-page bill, came out as a 28-page bill. None of the education community was involved in this piece of legislation coming together. So as soon as we passed the first part of the bill, which was the budget isolation rule, they immediately put in a cloture petition. I asked to be recognized by the President of the Senate, who is Lieutenant Governor Kay Ivey. She refused to recognize me at that time, and they went on. When you close debate off, you are given 20 minutes from that point in time to talk about the bill, and that's if you are recognized to do so. This was a bill that was substituted. Nobody knew exactly what all was in it. Again, the education community was not involved in it. So it's a bad piece of legislation. It's going to gut the Education Trust Fund budget for public school. People who have children who are in private schools will be able to get tax credits, vouchers to send their children to private schools. The private schools also will not have to accept any of the children coming from the public school system that they're calling the low-performing schools or the failing schools. So the motive of this bill is not to help those children, but to help the people who don't really need the financial help.
Well, thank you so much for joining me here today. And on the other side of this debate is Representative Chad Fincher. We spoke to him a little bit earlier, and he says that this act is good for education and has no hidden agenda.
What's great about this bill is that we're giving choices to families right now that have no choices at all. They are absolutely stuck in failing schools. Children that have no opportunity now have opportunity. And the forms of choices that those parents have the ability to go to another non-failing public school or a private school.
Now, the story surrounding the Accountability Act is certainly not over, and we'll continue to follow it. Reporting live in Montgomery, Paige Malone.